on Broly. You know, he's part of PBC. We already ran it once with PBC. I need to get my get back. I'm gonna beat Broly's and we're gonna have that. I just pray to God. Pray to God.
Last question. Final message to Ryan Garcia before y'all fight.
No Vaseline.
Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero have both faced defeat at the hands of Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, it seems like a battle to see who's the better fighter between the two. One thing is for sure, there's something noticeably different about the revived Ryan Garcia. It's not just his physical size that stands out. He looks more prepared than ever to make a strong comeback after what happened in his fight with Devin Haney.
Trying to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, you know.
Ryan Garcia seems full of energy and determination, ready to release everything he's been holding back over the past year. He's eager to prove to the boxing world that he's back and better than ever. Unfortunately, he did try to do this last year, but his victory was overturned. This time, however, he promised Rolly Romero a brutal knockout. On the other hand, Rolly Romero has yet to truly prove himself as a world champion. He took the title from Ismael Barroso, but many felt his win was a robbery, and the referee's handling of the match was criticized. When Romero had the chance to defend his title for the first time, he lost it in a quick knockout defeat to Isaac Cruz. It seems there's been a bit of a curse surrounding that particular belt, with the most recent champions losing it in their first title defense. Isaac Cruz lost it to Ru Valenzuela, and the Mexican fighter lost his to Gary Russell Jr. too. While there's no title on the line this time between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, the fight is still packed with intense rivalry and bad blood that has been building for several years. Ryan Garcia is set to face Rolly Romero in a major showdown on May 2nd. The event has already created a lot of excitement, with the promoter Turki Al-Sheikh announcing a stacked fight card. Devin Haney will take on Jose Ramirez, and Teofimo Lopez will go up against Arnold Barbosa, all on the same night. The event will be held at Times Square in New York City, and a huge two-city press tour will kick off on March 4th in New York, leading up to the fight. Before the event, Garcia has already sent a strong warning to Romero.
That Menard shotgun came at the end of the 10th round.
It's like his family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing.
Rees, I'm going to let you know through this tweet, and I hope you understand this. Truly, I'm not taking you lightly at all. I'm coming with some real freaking anger, and I'm sorry, it has to be you. You can say all the funny idiot you are going to say Tuesday, but if you cross the line, I'ma slap the hell out of you, I promise you. He added, "You are here to be freaking funny. That's it. Funny is what got you here. So don't change course. Grandpa had your ass fighting for your life, and Pitbull had you looking for Easter eggs in the ring, and I'll have you lay your gloves down in the ring like an MMA fighter, retiring."
Maybe haters, or maybe Garcia's trying to set a trap. He does have that Tank Davis.
It's like his family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing.
In April 2024, Ryan Garcia fought Devin Haney and scored 3 knockdowns on his way to a decision victory. However, Garcia later tested positive for Osterine, and the fight was officially changed to a no contest. As a result, he received a 1-year suspension, which will end on April 20th. Rolly Romero recently mentioned that it's been 8 years since talks about a potential fight between him and Ryan Garcia first started. Well, now the fight is finally happening, and both fighters are bringing the kind of intensity that fans were hoping for.
Maybe haters, or maybe Garcia's trying to set a trap. He does have that Tank.
Last question. Final message to Ryan Garcia before y'all fight.
No Vaseline.
Rolly Romero kicked things off, and as expected, Ryan Garcia has responded. Rolly Romero is known for his bravery and fierce fighting style, packing serious punches against anyone he faces. This approach has earned him a lot of boxing fans in recent years. But now, he's up against a big challenge, none other than boxing star Ryan Garcia. Speaking with Fight Hype, Romero said, "With Ryan, yeah man, it's long overdue for sure. Honestly, it kind of came out of nowhere."
I'm asking you about this, right? We sparred in 2013, March 2013, right? I would.
One day, Ryan Garcia is talking about fighting Isaac Cruz, and the next day, I wake up to see it's Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Romero. It seems like Ryan wasn't quite sure what was going on. The two are fierce competitors, and they'll be gunning for each other leading up to the fight. Both are far from shy, so expect them to be promoting the heck out of this matchup. Get ready because the drama is about to begin. This is going to be a great fight in the ring. Let's not forget, Garcia is coming off a long break due to his suspension, so he's going to have to take this fight very seriously and perform well. If he's not fully prepared, he could easily get caught off guard. Romero is no pushover, and both fighters know each other well.
Hooks that dropped him against Luke cancellation clause. He felt he was
4 months. At the time, he's 4 years older than me, right? So that means he's 21, I was 17, right? He going hard on me, right? After I stopped his little brother, right? To claim that.
The trash talk has already begun. Garcia posted on X saying he wasn't surprised Pitbull pulled out, but now he's ready to fight someone else. Expect the back and forth between these two young American boxers to heat up as the fight gets closer. As for the fight itself, it's shaping up to be a great one. Both fighters are known for their speed and power, so we can expect to see plenty of action. Rolly is always in exciting fights, and the same goes for Garcia. The different styles of fighting should create a matchup that works really well.
completely famished.
Garcia started off hot.
Yeah. So you Pitbull in New York, Times Square.
Yeah,
right?
Times Square, yes.
Nice, man. What? I guess curious. How does the fight go in your opinion? I know you guys have been circling each other.
Ryan Garcia started the verbal sparring by confirming that he will fight Isaac Cruz in May once his boxing ban ends. However, Garcia can't afford to take Rolly Romero lightly. Romero has only 2 losses in his entire career. The first was to Gervonta Tank Davis, who also knocked out Ryan Garcia. The second loss was to Isaac Pitbull Cruz, which had a negative impact on Romero's career path.
Are you gonna walk around the whole fucking shit?
I know. But yeah, I mean, this is a fight that I feel like the fans wanted for a long time until he lost. So
Garcia knows he's in for a tough fight, especially since Rolly Romero is also known for his knockout power. However, unlike Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Romero isn't as tough when it comes to taking hits. People have compared Cruz's durability to that of boxing legend Mike Tyson. Still, Garcia wants to show fans that he is a knockout artist too, with his powerful left hook. If Romero keeps pushing forward aggressively looking for a knockout, he'll leave himself open, making it easier for Garcia to land big shots. This fight will also help Garcia shake off any ring rust from his time away, and it could be great preparation for a possible rematch with Devin Haney.
Rhino Haney.
Pretty good at it. I didn't get it. Right hand.
Got a lot of things ahead, but fight-wise, I either want to fight the 154-pound champion, Sebastian Fundora, or I want to fight Isaac Cruz.
Yes, in May we're going to fight. It's going to be great. Another big fight, and I'm ready for it. Rolly Romero is still a tough fighter. He may have lost once, but the fans still love him. He's a big guy, and there were so many people in London meeting with him, it was crazy. Times Square, too. Yeah, me and Rolly were supposed to fight several times before, but it never happened. I think this is a fight the fans have wanted for a long time. Even after Rolly lost to Isaac Pitbull Cruz last year, I don't think it should make any difference. He's still a dangerous fighter. Cruz just fought really well, so you can't take anything away from him either, Garcia said.
All I had was my left hooks. What if I beat you with the right?
He's getting a little bit too comfortable.
fight, so you can't really take anything away from him either. This should be a great fight still.
What happens if he doesn't win this fight? Does it like take it out of play, or he's still gonna fight you regardless?
I mean,
on the rematch against Rolly Romero, when I win against Rolly Romero, I will fight him again, beat him again, and finally put that to rest. Move on with my career and just maybe fight Teofimo, right? That's how it's gonna go. So I'm just fighting everybody, bro. Everybody I want to fight, I'm fighting. On what weight he'll fight Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia replied. It'll be 144 I'm just giving him. I mean, like, he's not a small man. I'm trying to give him something. You can't say, oh my God, what an easy fight. I could have done that, but I didn't. No, safe routes here. I'm confident and I have enough skills to do it.
I've seen, and it's incredible to watch.
The third man in the ring.
he should find a replacement if he doesn't win, but I'm sure he will. I mean, I think this is a touch him up fight.
Fans were hoping to see Ryan Garcia face off with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, as that matchup would have been much more exciting than watching Rolly Romero step in. It's unclear if there were other fighters available, but the 140-pound division has many talented fighters who could have been a better option for this fight. It would have been great for fans to see someone else. Rolly Romero is definitely not the ideal opponent for Ryan Garcia. After all, Romero was knocked out by Pitbull Cruz in the 8th round last year on March 30th. Clearly, Rolly isn't at the same level as other fighters in the division and shouldn't be fighting in a major event like the one on May 2 against a superstar like Ryan Garcia.
Trying to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, you know.
On the other hand, Isaac Pitbull Cruz is sticking to the same position he took right after his victory over Rolando Romero last year. When Cruz defeated Romero, he immediately made it clear that he was aiming for bigger fights and million-dollar paydays in Las Vegas, including a long-awaited challenge from Ryan Garcia. Isaac Pitbull Cruz became the World Boxing Association's super lightweight champion after his undeniable technical knockout win over Rolly Romero last year. Ryan Garcia quickly took the chance to taunt Cruz, suggesting that the fight wouldn't be much of a challenge. But Cruz didn't back down and accepted the challenge right away.
You know, every time I study for a fight, I like to come. That's the money punch.
Good luck, man.
Thank you, bro.
Later.
So, if you win, we get the rematch that everybody wants, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's for sure, too.
When he wins again. Yeah, when I win.
At the post-fight press conference, Pitbull Cruz responded to Ryan Garcia's comments with a confident reply. He assured his fans that he never backs down from a fight, as long as the money and terms are right. I don't turn down any fights if the deal is fair between the promoters or managers. I'll fight anyone, anywhere, he said. As for Rolly Romero, he ended up badly beaten and humiliated by the skilled Pitbull Cruz, who made it clear that he was ready to take on anyone who dared to challenge him.
Harvey Doc's got his one back, trying to hide behind that left hook.
En primer punto que su empresa y mi empresa lleguen a un gran acuerdo y yo peleo con quien sea.
Bring anybody on. I'm willing, like I've always said.
I think I've shown that you should respect a pit bull, Cruz said. Anyone who calls me a chihuahua is going to end up like Rolando Romero did tonight. Cruz was clearly referring to Ryan Garcia's challenge. Garcia had taunted Cruz's ability, saying, "You don't know boxing if you really think Pitbull Cruz could beat me. I fought so many fighters like him in my career. It would be an easy win."
This is Ryan Garcia.
I'm willing to fight anybody as long as both parties come to an agreement. If his side comes to an agreement with my side and everything works out, then I have no problem fighting with him or anyone else.
Isaac Pitbull Cruz didn't seem impressed with Ryan Garcia's 3-knockdown victory over the previously undefeated Devin Haney last year. Instead, Cruz, the popular World Boxing Association 140 lb champion, was more focused on Garcia missing weight by 32 Ls at the weigh-in than on his performance the following day. He criticized Garcia for being careless and not taking the sport seriously. Ryan Garcia doesn't take things seriously, Cruz said. Even when it comes to the weigh-in, he shows up overweight by 3 LPs. Cruz made these comments while in Manhattan, New York on Wednesday, where he was there to announce his upcoming fight with Jose Valenzuela for the WBA belt on August 3rd in Los Angeles. The event will be part of a stacked card headlined by Terence Crawford and Israel Madrimov.
Sharp jab, Devin. And watching Ryan Garcia,
Pues igual, a mí no me importa la carrera de los demás, yo me enfoco en lo mío y yo me estoy preparando para conseguir.
He doesn't take anything seriously, Cruz said. He needs to focus more on his training and start being more serious. After his victory over Devin Haney, Garcia called out Cruz, but Cruz wasn't surprised. It's not the first time he said he wants to fight me. He said it many times before. I'm ready, and I want to fight him. Cruz made a statement last month when he defeated Rolando Rolly Romero by 8th-round technical knockout to regain control of the belt. Meanwhile, Valenzuela showcased his skills with a spectacular 6th-round knockout over Chris Colbert in a December rematch.
These guys are gonna say yeah, so that's what I think.
Now, you're gonna take over Times Square in New York.
Yeah.
The entire world will twist. It's never been done before.
Yeah.
Whatever Turkey does is massive. Tell me your things when he came up with that idea. And
there have been talks about Isaac Pitbull Cruz possibly facing Gervonta Tank Davis later this year in a rematch of their thrilling 2021 fight where Davis won by a close decision. If Cruz wins his upcoming fight against Valenzuela, he's open to facing Davis and anyone else. "I'm ready to fight anyone," Cruz said. "I'll listen to my team and will make the best decision." However, fighting Cruz is a major risk. A loss to the Mexican boxer would hurt Ryan Garcia's chances of securing a rematch with Gervonta Davis.
I think everybody could watch whoever's there, so that's pretty cool.
Now, Pitbull, very dangerous fight. You actually posted today that he's going to be tougher than a rematch with Haney, and I agree with you.
Yeah,
Why did
I
you
mean
say
tougher
that?
as in...
Ryan Garcia has admitted that his main goal is to face Gervonta Tank Davis at 140 pounds. He feels that he wasn't at his best during their first fight due to the 136 lb catch weight and the 10 lb rehydration clause, which led to claims that Garcia was drained from cutting weight. There are many fighters in the 140 lb and 147 lb top 15 rankings who are more deserving of a shot at Ryan Garcia on May 2nd than Rolando Rolly Romero.
That you did take more punches than you thought you would, so what went wrong during this fight? It's okay.
It seems like they were in a rush to find someone to fight Ryan Garcia, and Rolando Rolly Romero fit the bill. Since this is a pay-per-view event, it would have made more sense to have Jose Ramirez as Garcia's main opponent and put Romero up against Devin Haney in the co-feature. Even in that role, Romero doesn't really belong. Haney, coming off a tough loss with 3 knockdowns, needs a less challenging opponent like Romero to avoid further damage.
Haney's dipping down to his right side too much.
Well, I would love to know, I saw that Ryan Garcia posted yesterday, if he was kind of questioning your decision of choosing to fight Cruz when he said you could have made more with him. Tell me a little bit about how you...
If the goal is to make sure Ryan Garcia doesn't take a loss before his rematch with Devin Haney in October, then Rolando Rolly Romero is the right choice. He's not a major threat to Ryan and will probably be knocked out within 6 rounds. According to Dan Rafael, the Garcia versus Romero fight, along with Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez and Martin Blada versus Fa Aoga, will take place on Friday, May 2nd in Times Square, New York City. While it's a bit unusual to have such a big event on a Friday, fans won't mind because the card is stacked. The idea of a Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero fight started after Garcia delivered a stunning knockout of Oscar Duarte at a catch weight of 143 heras in Houston, Texas.
Sergio, we're into this fight that would test the...
would respond to that?
I'm with Al Heyman. Ryan Garcia's biggest fight was with Al Heyman. The most money he ever made was with Al Heyman. And then he goes back and fights for crumbs on a shitty TV network. Like...
It didn't take long for Ryan Garcia to start planning his next fight. After his impressive 8th-round knockout of Oscar Duarte, Garcia called out and took jabs at World Boxing Association junior welterweight champion Rolando Rolly Romero. "I'm committed to becoming a world champion," Garcia told Dan's Chris Mannix. "If Rolly wants that fight, bring it on. I know you talk a lot, so let's make it happen. Where are you at, Rolly? You got beat by that old guy. We all know what happened, so don't try to fake it." The highly anticipated Ring Magazine event set to take place in Times Square, New York has been confirmed for Friday, May 2nd. The event will feature 3 exciting matchups: Ryan Garcia versus Jose Carlos Romero, Devin Haney versus Jose Carlos Romero, and Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza. According to the press release, Times Square will transform into a world-class boxing venue for the first time ever. The event will be titled Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, aligning with the April 24th release of the video game. The first bout of the night will feature Teofimo Lopez, 21-1, who will defend his WBO junior welterweight title against Arnold Barboza, who is fresh off a victory over Jack Catterall in an eliminator match.
Setting up after that last sequence, kind of with that foot back.
At welterweight, Devin Haney, 31-1, will face off against Jose Carlos Ramirez, 29-2, in a matchup that many expect Haney to win. If he succeeds, the hope is that Ryan Garcia, 24-1, will do the same in the main event against Rolando Romero, 16-2. The plan is for Garcia and Haney to meet again later this year in a highly anticipated rematch following their infamous April 2024 encounter. That fight ended in controversy when Garcia failed to make weight, knocked Haney down 3 times, and won what seemed to be an upset decision. However, the result was overturned to a no contest after it was revealed that Garcia had tested positive twice for the banned substance Ostarine. As a result, the New York State Athletic Commission handed Garcia a 1-year suspension. While details about the broadcaster are still unclear, the release confirms that boxing fans around the world will have the chance to watch this historic event via pay-per-view, making sure that the excitement reaches far beyond Times Square. Ryan Garcia's upcoming fight against Rolando Romero has been the subject of much speculation due to a lack of details. But now Ring Magazine has confirmed some huge updates. The date, location, and full fight card for Garcia versus Romero have all been announced. The highly anticipated match will take place on May 2nd, 2025 in the heart of Times Square, and it's set to be one of the biggest sporting events in history. Times Square will be transformed into a world-class boxing venue, potentially surpassing anything the iconic Sphere is capable of. As a part of this massive event, the co-main event will feature Devin Haney taking on Jose Carlos Ramirez. This will mark Haney's first fight in over a year since his bout with Garcia in April 2024.
That's Ryan Garcia, because it's a quick wrap trap.
Que le dé la vuelta, que lo pase, turn.
Terry Alik has already confirmed that the highly anticipated rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney will take place later in 2025. However, Garcia's removal from the WBC could impact his path to becoming a world champion. That's all for now. For the latest updates on news, fights, and all things boxing, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we drop new, high-quality content. Until next time, peace out.